Hello, hello, and happy Monday. Welcome to Morning Pulse, the digital live stream newscast to start your week right here with KTTC on your digital desk. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer for Morning Pulse every weekday morning at 8:30. Quick headlines, making sure you know what's going on in your communities and around the states of Minnesota and Iowa today, so that you know what's going on and that we can keep you informed. So happy to be here. Hope you had a great weekend and are ready to tackle your Monday. And for any parents or kids that are watching right now that are on spring break, happy first day of spring break. It's also the last day of March, which is crazy. We've gone through another month here. So April 1st is tomorrow, which is also April Fool's Day. So don't be fooled for tomorrow. You gotta be on the lookout for other people that might keep you on your toes. Okay, we have a couple of news stories to get to today. Some in southeast Minnesota, some in northeast Iowa, and then one kind of pertaining to the entire state of Minnesota. So let's get started with that. Our first story this morning is something that is happening today that we want to let you know about. One of the twin sisters that's charged in connection with a deadly 2023 Amish buggy crash in Fillmore County will be learning her fate today. This is a story we have followed from the very beginning. We're talking about 36-year-old Sarah Peterson today. Last month, she actually reached a plea deal, pleading guilty to 2 counts of criminal vehicular operation. This crash took place in September of 2023 on Fillmore County Road 1. This was in Sumner Township, and it claimed the lives of 2 young Amish girls. They were on their way to school when this crash happened. An interesting part of this story was the fact that Sarah ended up admitting to the fact that she took the blame for this crash at the request of her identical twin, Samantha, who was the one that was actually behind the wheel. However, she was allegedly high at the time. That is why Sarah ended up taking the blame. So Sarah's legal team is asking the court for a sentence that includes probation and individualized treatment, along with no restitution. So that is what is happening in court today, the sentencing, what the judge will decide. Now, we did ask to have our camera in the courtroom for this sentencing. That was granted by the court. So the sentencing is starting right around 1:30 this afternoon in Fillmore County, of course. So you can make sure to look for continued coverage of this on air and online in our later newscast today. We will be bringing you the results of what happens in this sentencing. Our next story this morning, let me make sure I got that, is out of North Iowa. So we're actually received some information from the Cerro Gordo County Sheriff's Office. That's the Mason City area. The Sheriff's Office is warning of some online harassment that's taking place, and it involves teenagers. So parents need to listen up to this if you're in the northeast Iowa area. According to the Sheriff's Office, the teenage victims are actually being coerced into sending some nude photos of themselves to a suspect after communicating online through social media channels. And then once the victim sends those photos, the suspect is then demanding that the teen provide gift card information, or else the suspect will be posting those photos online. So the Sheriff's Office says some of the victims, because they're afraid of being humiliated online with those images potentially coming out, those teens are doing the buying of the gift cards, which of course is part of this online harassment warning. So Cerro Gordo County Sheriff's Office is really encouraging parents to be vigilant and to monitor what their kids are doing online. You just never really know who you're talking to or what kind of trouble you could be getting yourself into. All right, our last story for the morning has to do with state workers in Minnesota. So we saw that there was a rally against a new back-in-office order from Governor Tim Walz. So hundreds of those state employees actually took to protest right outside of the Governor Walz's mansion in St. Paul over the weekend. This really comes after he announced that order requiring them to work back in the office 50% of the time. Again, we're talking about state employees here. Now, the governor says he believes this order, going back into the office 50% of the time, will enhance collaboration and mentorship, in addition to hopefully helping communities thrive with their workers back in office. However, the workers, and some of them that were here at this protest over the weekend, say that they're worried about being productive in person. Some have gotten used to working at home and finding a different productivity level for themselves there. Also, many say that they're scrambling to find childcare or even transportation back to their jobs. Maybe they moved farther away because of the flexibility with working at home. So the Minnesota Association of Professional Employees also speaking out, saying that the governor didn't consult with them before making this order. And because this was coming from the governor, he says it does go into effect on Sunday, June 1st, so a little bit of time before that happens. However, this is something that is affecting state employees in Minnesota in the near future here. So that is why there was a protest at his mansion, outside his mansion in St. Paul over the weekend. All right, those are our top 3 news stories for you today. I do have a little bit of Monday motivation. I think I'm gonna, on every Monday, bring you some motivation. I have these little motivation cards that I got, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to share some Monday motivation. So our motivation for this week is reading, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." And that is a quote from the Dalai Lama. So if that is your motivation to start a Monday, that's a good one to start off with. Always be kind. You never know what people are going through. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of Morning Pulse. And again, happy spring break to all of those who are celebrating spring break this week and who have celebrated over the month. Okay, I will be right back here with you tomorrow for Morning Pulse right here at our digital desk for KTTC. Thanks for watching.